This segment's about ProDrive Diagnostics, and we've had more and more issues, especially as these machines get a little older, that the first gear packings get eaten up and they get weak, they don't hold the oil, and then we drop pressure on the ProDrive transmission. So you'll get a code that the ProDrive transmission is low on pressure. Well, the place we check that is we hit the book and the wrench button, we go to PTP, hit enter, and we plus arrow up to address 82. Okay, and we should have a pressure there of 28 to 30 bar is what that is, and that's in bar, not PSI. So this one's got good pressure, and we're in first gear, and so this transmission doesn't have an issue. But if you did, I want to try to help you diagnose and also help you stay in the field too. So what we'd do is we'd force this transmission to stay in second gear, okay? And the way we do that is we're going to go to address 105, and it's set at 0. I'll hit enter, and I'll plus arrow. If I leave it at a 1, it will stay in first gear only. If I hit number 2, it'll stay in second gear only. And then you've got to hit the enter key to keep it there. Now, right now it's still in first gear until I start moving. So here's the situation. You've got low pressure in first gear. You can run the throttle up to full and see if you can get up to that pressure. I'm gonna go back to address 82 now, just so we can watch the pressure. Whoops. 82. And so I can run the throttle up and see if I can get that pressure up high enough it'll go in first gear. As soon as I start driving, it'll shift to second gear, and then it'll stay in second gear. Then I can run the throttle back down to an idle, and we'll see if the pressure stays up while it's moving in second gear. Now, once I've done that the first time, it's going to stay in second gear. The other thing about it too is you don't have to worry about shifting it back, because once you key off, it defaults back to shifting between both gears. But that's one way we can determine if the clutch pack is bad. So if the pressure stays up in second gear and drops in first, we know the packings are bad in the first gear clutch, and that's the usual failure. 90% of the time it's always the first gear packings that are bad.